The magic of this conversation is that I don't know anything about football.
Me too, I don't know anything.
I can imagine all the Havri in the world right now going, no, you do. How come you're a child from a very big family, right?
Very, very big family.
What size of a family? Tell me how many brothers and sisters.
Oh, I think I'm your cousin because I'm from this earth. So
you're my cousin?
We are
I love it! And I'm going to be even more popular in Greece, you know? Or at least for the first time I'm going to be popular in Greece. So how many brothers and sisters?
She knows the answer.
Come on, Adriana, tell me, reveal to me the secret details.
Until now, he didn't even tell me the right number. I believe it.
You mean you haven't met them all yet?
You know, no, it's impossible. I went to see his country 2 years ago, and New Caledonia, and the whole island
is his relatives.
Is his relatives.
You must have had very, very busy and active ancestors, my dear. 17 brothers and sisters, is it true?
Yeah.
Are you the youngest one?
In the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
And are you the most famous of the family?
No, I'm not the famous one.
Who is the famous one?
I would like to say my grandfather or my father.
Which did what to be famous?
Oh, they've been in France for wars. During this big war, first war and second war, so I would like.
So they were warriors. They fought in the war.
They fight for the France nationality.
The Carambeu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you from a family of fighters also? And actually, you're so distant. You're so far apart in nationality, aren't you?
We are.
Yeah. Very different countries.
Miles away from each other.
Two different parts, opposite sides
Yes.
of the earth.
That's
Strange,
why
isn't it?
you got together and there was a spark, right?
I don't know if that's why,
but there was a spark.
There
That's
was
what you must say. Was it love on first sight?
for me, yes.
Yeah.
The very first 5
But
seconds?
it was chemical, yeah.
How did you meet Adriana?
Let's hear the story.
Describe to me. No. You usually this moment comes out better from feminine lips.
Yes, thank you.
Do you agree?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And why is that?
No, because
we're gonna be one.
No,
We're
because
gonna
the
be
thing
against
is, I will never tell you how I met her because I'm very shy, and because also I want to. It's like a moment I cannot share. It's my things.
It's your own private moment.
I'm not selfish person, but this thing is like from myself. So.
Okay, so let's
It's
leave,
better
let's leave the description to Adriana. She's very good at it.
But me, I'm very generous, so I share it with you all.
Thank you, darling.
Now we met. It's 6 years ago. We met on the flight. There was a flight from Milano to Paris, and
Very short flight.
Yes, we both missed our previous flights, and Chris approached to me and he said to me that how tall you are.
It's not. Hold
This
on a
is
second.
my story,
Okay,
and you
okay,
want to
okay,
say
okay.
yours.
Don't lie
Okay,
to
okay.
me.
This is my
Remember,
story.
I told you I know where your sister lives. I predicted the outcome of the match with Ajax.
This is my story. You want it or you don't want it?
Yes, I do. Please.
So we met, he started to talk to me, and he was very sweet, he was very, very shy, and that was it actually, you see, not a big deal. He wanted to take a coffee next day with me, and I said, you have to fly back to Milano to take a coffee with me because I had a job there.
Did he?
And so he did.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Come on.
I thought that football players are tough guys. Like when a woman, you know, an ordinary girl like her, says to you, you have to fly back to Milan with me to have a coffee, you say, oh, come on, I'll be here, call me when you come back. And you went to Milan?
The thing is, I've been to Milano for another things.
Oh no,
I mean, this is the moment where Carambeu is lying. Okay.
He went, you came there for me, and that's it. End of story.
That's and it was love at first sight.
Yes, it was something very particular. You know, you feel when something is happening. You don't know if it's love, but something very different in your life is happening,
And that was 6 years ago,
what
Christian?
was happening to me and to you.
6 years ago.
For
He
me,
doesn't even remember the date.
many long years already for me.
Many minutes. What is amazing, though, is that one would expect from a couple that has been together for 6 years not to be
But,
so much in love like you are.
But we don't. That's why.
Isn't it amazing?
That's why
My
It's
mother-
amazing.
we are not fixed by the duration or by a date. Maybe we can memorize the date where when we meet, but the duration is not. It's not in our book, for example. It's continuous.
I understand what you're saying,
But
Okay.
normally,
but normally,
it's fading away. My
here's a
mother said-
realist.
Because it happens. And my mother said, after I was so excited of the first year, she said, oh, just be quiet, it will go away. And it doesn't go away. I'm so glad.
I'm so glad that your mother was wrong, honey. And you know why I'm glad? Because one, looking at extremely good-looking, young, imaginative people like yourselves, both in a job full of temptations. Your job is full of temptation, his is. To see you so much in love and to be able to show it rather than state it, to me it's warm and wonderful, and I wish all couples were like this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. All right, now to the tough conversation. Tell us about where you were born. What did you do in your early years as a child? Were you always so incredibly tall that boys didn't want to talk to you? Were you ugly? Were you pretty? What the hell happened to you when you were a kid?
I was born in Slovakia. It was a part of Czechoslovakia before, in a small town in the mountains.
So you're a mountain girl.
I'm a mountain girl. It was very, very cold mountains. I don't like that. That's why I'm in Greece now. But
You came
I
to
had
Greece.
a very
You
happy...
came to Greece thinking that you're going to come to a warm country,
And the
and there
snow
was the
came
snow.
with me.
Yes. I know it's always crazy, but
It
this
was
is what happens.
beautiful. You see, you know why? Because I wanted to go home and it didn't work out. And the snow came to see me.
So, Mom, I missed the snow, and she
Yes,
said, "I'll
that's what
send
I
it to you,
said.
darling."
She said, don't worry.
So you come from a big family too?
Small family. I have only my sister and my parents and my grandfather. That's about it. Very, very small family.
So how were you as a child?
I was not that tall, but quite tall. I was a very good girl, very good student, and very, very quiet, very, very shy, and I mean really quiet.
The
You
typical
imagine
picture of a girl that wants to be a top model, right?
didn't exist. I had no idea that this kind of work for the girls exist. We didn't have a fashion magazines.
Of course. Those days in Czechoslovakia, nothing.
No, the women or men, they were dressed in the same clothes and factory made and no designers, nothing. So it was not my dream. And so I went to do my studies. Oh, how did I look? I was very skinny. And
I can already see you,
oh, you can. I was very skinny and.
I gave them some pictures. You can see some.
I got the pictures.
I had quite horrible teeth, actually.
Like what? Like show me.
Like, yeah,
You look like this?
that look.
Really? You look like me, Adriana. So
But
I still have hopes to look like you when I grow older.
no, I wore bracelets. My father really, my God, he really
They put
pushed
you in
me.
braces, poor kid.
Yes, for
And-
12
and
years.
you would smile to the boys, and you would have all this metal.
No, I only wore it for night. It was okay.
Oh, during the night.
Yeah. And then I went to university to Prague in the Czech Republic, because it was the only medicine university at the time. And that's how I met the people from the contest and the modeling contest. They approached me. They asked me to come to join a competition, which I won, and that's how I got to Paris. See,
Isn't it amazing?
it's very amazing because when you actually have your future somehow in a fog in front of you, and then suddenly
The fog clears.
there is nothing. You don't see anything. And you have to adapt yourself, and with modeling, as I said, I had no clue. It's kind of hard.
But if you didn't meet those people, what would you be today?
I would be working in a hospital as a doctor.
As a
had
doctor?
Yeah.
And I would be dying to come to the hospital and be sick for the rest of my life. And probably if
would
we believe
not-
that it's destined for people to meet, I would think that even if you were in a hospital, something would happen and Christian would come to the hospital and you would meet there.
I don't believe that.
I believe it.
You
I
think?
believe that people belong to a strange but still divine choreography, which is pre-designed for us. We bump into each other like balls when you play billiards.
When I think about it, what would happen if I would take that flight, whatever? It makes me so afraid, and I have this, I have the goosebumps.
Your stomach goes like
if
this.
I wouldn't catch that moment, what would happen? It's really.
Or if you were in a bad mood and he said, "Would you like to have a
She
coffee?"
was already
in bad mood.
And she said, "Push off."
She was already in bad mood.
Tell me your side of the story. First of all, she looks very sunny. She looks very, sunshine, pleasant. Is she always like that at home?
She's okay. She's a good
She's
girl.
okay. She's
yeah.
just okay. I suspected that she's putting up a face for television. All right. Shut up. Sit
Not
down.
that fake.
Just here.
I'm
I
very
didn't say
real.
fake. I say you're
That's
putting up a
fake.
face.
Yeah, that's
It's
fake.
not fake.
Isn't it fake?
Television is
Typical fake.
television is about fake people. If you are your real self on TV.
You can be quite 90%.
So
Are you?
what percentage are you? I'm 100%.
You can't be.
I can
No,
be
you can't.
80%.
80, 85, but not 100.
So you're what are you?
I'm 95.
95. Tell me about the other 5%.
Ah,
Does she complain about a lot of things?
if she complain.
She complains.
Yes, for example, when I arrive from training and I'm losing time, yeah, sometimes she can complain.
Traffic.
You don't believe him that it's the traffic. He says, "Honey, it was the traffic." What do you think?
It's traffic. I know. It's
You know
just
about
really
traffic.
a waste of time.
It's nice to have you in Greece, but you most of the time you're not in Greece. You don't your price is not for the local market, is it? And you get much more money than people here can pay you, so you have to work where you usually work with big companies, and you have a big contract, don't you?
Well, but I'm very privileged because as I work for myself, I choose work for myself. If I see that I'm gone for a really long time, I don't take the job. It's really about balance. And
So you would give
I'm
up
trying.
a good job if it took you away from Christian for a long time, would you? Tough.
I would
Christian,
change. No. I would change the date.
To
See?
suit you.
Yeah, to make it
With his
more
schedule.
compact. So I have to just leave for a weekend to come back faster. You see?
But you have a
Something
huge
like that.
contract with Wonderbra. And because of that contract, you cannot have a child for 2 years.
It's not written anywhere. See?
But it's understood.
It's somehow
Because
understood
it was big news on Greek TV. You
yeah,
know,
but
on every Greek news bulletin, there was the story of poor Adriana who cannot have a child for 2 years.
I don't think it's that there would be no morality in that kind of thing.
Yes,
There is,
but,
it's not written, and it's true that it's written that I should stay in shape
In
and
shape.
stuff, blah blah blah.
In shape.
But if anything would happen,
Good shape.
if anything,
You would have Christian go to them and say, "She's in good shape for me."
Yeah, why
It's
not?
not necessarily good shape for you. But
no. If anything would happen, if we would decide to have a baby and to keep it, and to have it right now, it would be our own decision, and nobody in this world would ever stop me
you
from
from
doing
doing
that.
And it's morally, to yourself, it's absolutely correct. But you're not in a hurry to have a child, do you? Do you want to have a child in the next 3 months? Even if you did, it would be impossible. You would still need 9 months.
No, but baby, we're gonna. This is our own thing. So if you don't mind, we will
We will tell you
decide,
when we decide to have a
and
baby.
then we'll let
come.
you know.
Christian promised me to let me know first. So, because I extracted this promise for him. If you had a baby, if you had a child, would he grow up with you moving from place to place where your work was? Would he be a citizen of the world, Christian?
Oh, I think that first of all, human being work or travel a lot for eating. First of all, so every student need to move to eat. So
To follow with you, I don't think our baby has to move.
no, but the principle is this. So now I think that in my gene, I used to move, to travel and to meet people, to meet many cultures. So obviously my children, he will have this
They
in
will-
his blood. So
They will follow, but I think if we would decide to have a family, probably
You would settle?
we would settle. But it depends on his career.
Would that
really.
mean the end of careers? Because you settling in
Yeah,
one
of
place
course, yeah,
with
of
him
course.
and the baby would mean you wouldn't go to Milan, you wouldn't go to Paris, he wouldn't go to a football team that would pay an awful lot of money for him.
I don't think there would be such a straight cut. For him, this is priority. If he moves to Japan, we will go, but we will stay because his work is quite static. It doesn't
Yes.
move that
He
much.
stays in one place.
And if I would go once or twice, 3 or 4, it doesn't matter. But
It's still
it's
still a difficult situation
it's not.
for bringing a family
It's
together.
not, and for
It's not.
babies, it's
No.
quite favorable to travel and to learn different languages.
They get
and
an
to-
awful lot of education from
Yeah,
meeting.
it's very
cultures and
good for
nationalities.
kids.
yes, it depends
mean-
how you organize
Yes.
yourself with your family.
And I'm not saying we would move every 6 months. Also,
Well, one, I wish you have the baby as soon as you guys want it,
Thank you.
regardless of contract. Because, things happen. And when they happen, they're the happiest moments of your life, of a woman's life at least. They say that men don't feel paternity.
they feel.
They don't, till they see the baby. They don't feel
no,
the
I don't
urge. Do you feel the urge to be a father as much as a woman would feel the urge to be a mother?
I think yeah.
You do?
Oh,
In
definitely.
my culture, yeah, because you can see I have big
Definitely.
family, so
I confirm.
Who is, between the two of you, who is the most jealous of the other? Is there an element of jealousy between the two of you? Couples in love do have jealousy, not extreme.
maybe, but we don't show, but also because we respect each other, so we
There's
respect our job
respect.
first of all.
And also,
And I
when you
respect her.
see your partner who never gives you reason
You sound
to be jealous.
all the time, continuously, like the perfect couple.
No, it's
I
not to
refuse
be
to believe
perfect.
that it's realistic. Don't you do anything imperfect?
Oh, you would not believe. No, no,
Yes, I would believe. Just tell me.
no. But about the jealousy, it's a strange fact. It really, for me, it works this way. If I see my husband and he would really,
Play with somebody.
yeah, and it hurts and it makes you jealous. No matter how much you would like to resist, because if you love somebody, you have this reaction. But he doesn't thank you very much, and I don't do that either. So
Well, I can speak for myself, but if a man had you as his wife and he was playing with another woman, he would be stupid and he would be executed on the spot.